Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over my favorite Resident Evil games. I'm a big fan of the franchise, and this is going to be the first just regular video, not gaming. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. There will be more coming out like this. Starting off the rankings, in dead last I got to go Resident Evil 6. That game was just not good in my opinion. It just felt unplayable. The game felt way too long. The missions felt way too long. The only redeeming quality was that it had multiplayer, and that really wasn't even that good either. It didn't redeem the game by any means, and I have really nothing good to say about the game. So, coming in at the number 8 spot, we got Resident Evil 0. It's cool. It has the partner switching mechanic. It has the train. It has cool ideas. But I just didn't really vibe with it. It wasn't my favorite game by any means. And the leeches. There was just so many leeches. And I wasn't a fan of that by any means. So yeah, that's going to go in the number 8 slot. In the number 7 slot, I got Resident Evil 3. Now you got the OG Nemesis, the 1999 version. You got those classic graphics that, just feel good to see. There's puzzles, there's good things they introduced into this franchise through this game. But my biggest problem with this game is it is short. It is very, very short, which can be a good thing. That they didn't overstay their welcome, but at the same time, I prefer a lot longer of games. But Nemesis chasing you down mid-puzzle is pretty scary. So it does bring a lot of horror and action into the game that is needed. Coming in at number 6, I got Resident Evil 1. This is the game that started it all. It's got interesting controls, not the greatest dialogue and acting in it, but the mansion is one of the best settings that they've ever had in the game. And it just feels like horror should feel like. Now, there's limited saves, there's crazy puzzles, and just seeing the first zombie turn is iconic. It's iconic to the franchise, to zombie games in general. Yeah, it's a little janky, but it just feels like horror playing this game. Coming in at number 5, this game is near and dear to my heart, but it's Resident Evil 5. If I only were to rate the co-op of this game, it would be a lot higher, but the single player is just... Sheva's character is awful, and... not the design of it, but how the computer controls it. She gives you stuff in the worst time, the healing items. It's not good. The computer was not worked well with it, but I love the co-op. Me and my buddy, here's his channel. Me and him grinded this game. We played this game so much to unlock everything in the game, and although it's near and dear to my heart, I love this game, the single player aspect just really brings it down. And it's kind of a problem when it's supposed to... The franchise is a single player horror, and the co-op's the best part about it. Coming in at number 4, I have what is probably the scariest game, and that's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This game is just pure horror. That's the best way to put it. Every aspect is scary. You really don't feel like you can defend yourself against the family in this house because it takes you a while to get a weapon, and you have very limited ammo and resources, so all you're doing is trying to survive. You're not trying to defeat anything coming at you. You're just trying to run and survive and hide from the family that's out to get you, and that's just terrifying. But the first person view, the tight spaces, the family, it's all terrifying. And it was a super good way to revamp after what Resident Evil 6 brought. And it introduced one of my favorite characters in the franchise. Coming in my number 3 slot, I got Resident Evil 2. Now, a lot of people would say this is the best game. The remake of this game is perfect. It's the iconic police station. It's the perfect formulated campaign. There's 2 campaigns. Both of them are amazing. The iconic characters, it felt scarier than the mansion in the first one, which is crazy. But the puzzles, the tension that it builds is just so good. And this game is perfect. But for my ranking, there's just 2 games that I enjoy a little more. But as a story, it's almost impossible to beat this one. This is such a good game. Coming in at my number 2 spot, I have Resident Evil 4. Realistically, this could go to the remake or the original. Either one's amazing. Now, I see this game as something that kind of changed the zombie horror genre of gaming because it mixed action with horror in such a good way that we hadn't really seen in the franchise, and we haven't really seen it in other zombie games at this time. And people really saw this and knew they had to step up their game. The setting, the atmosphere of this game is perfect. It's so dark and scary, and the action's great. And I don't knock anyone if they say this is the best game in the series, because I think this probably is the best overall game. There is one game I like a little better. We're going to get to that. But this is just such a well-formulated and crafted game that not only in the Resident Evil franchise, I think this is just the best zombie horror game out there. And so that brings us to my number 1 spot. And if you haven't guessed it by now, based on the other rankings, it's Resident Evil Village. Now, Resident Evil Village is very scary in a weird way. It's 1 minute you're trying to outrun these werewolf zombies. The next minute there's a 9-foot vampire lady that... amazing character model, by the way. But then you're also running from a doll maker that's actually the doll hiding from you. And then a baby comes out. And all this stuff is just ran by Mother Miranda, who orchestrates kind of everything. And I think this game is so fun. I love the story of it. The Mercenaries mode, I think it was called, is amazing. Ethan Winters, though. Ethan Winters and Chris Redfield in this game, so cool. And you get so much of the actual lore of this game. You find out about the mold. You find out about Resident Evil 7. You get closure for a lot of things from this game. The ending is amazing. And you realize that the main character... spoiler. You realize the main character died in the last game. But he came back as a mold, and that's where he is in this game. And honestly, that's such a crazy twist that I just love. I love this game. It's why it's my number 1 slot. So that's every mainline Resident Evil game ranked, in my opinion. From, you got Resident Evil 6, which in my opinion is trash, all the way to Village, Resident Evil 4, those games that I have top 3, top 4, all amazing games, almost perfect for most of them. But yeah, comment down below what your rankings are on them. I know I'm going to get some crap about how I ordered some of them. Some people have 4 at number 1. Some people have Resident Evil 2 at number 1. But yeah, drop your list down below in the comments. Like if you ever survived the Spencer Mansion. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And subscribe for more horror hot takes and gaming breakdowns. I'm going to start doing it all here soon. So yeah, follow for more. Peace.